Hey guys, I'm Mark, and this is Upgrades Complete. The Q&A session we did the other day really went well, and I got a lot of feedback. In fact, one area in particular I got bombarded with questions with, and that was rafts. Is a raft a waste of material? Is it a cheat? Or is it necessary? Or is it more of a gray area? And honestly, I'm going to say that it's a gray area. This is from Mjolnir. This is a nice, heavy, thick piece of raft material. Now, a lot of you would say this is a waste. To me, it's not. And to any cosplayer, this is not wasted material. When you're building armor or a suit or anything that needs reinforcement, this is your go-to material. You can weld this to the inside of whatever suit you're using and mount straps, buttons, velcros, or just reinforced joints. These things are invaluable, so let's take the waste of material and throw that theory out the window. Now, are they a cheat? No. I really don't think they are. Behind me, move Thanos here. You see, I have a President Loki helmet going, and this has multiple points of attachment to the bed. Now, if I were not to use a raft, those parts could float, which would lead to A, layer shift, layer lines, print failure, and nothing's going to line up. So on prints like this, rafts are necessary. On things like Thanos here, no, they're fine. You can get a good amount of height. You have a nice solid base for adhesion. No need for a base for any kind of raft there. But going back to the main Loki helmet, well, this isn't really a flat surface. And it's a 20-hour plus print. I don't want this to fail. So a little extra material is not going to hurt me. And really the only supports are between here, and it's just to level this across. I think these total supports were like 5 or 6%. Now on things like this, rafts are completely unnecessary. This is just an SD card extender holder for the CR10V3. Now, I wanted that lettering, this CR10, to come out nicely, so I printed this face down on the bed, no raft, no supports, to get that nice smooth finish that'll look good on the machine. But the one I got a kick out of was these Loki horns. Now, this is for the main Avengers helmet. This is a beast of a print. It's not that it's really that big, but it's extremely awkward, and it has 3 points. Now, if you want to hide your Z-seam and have sharp points on all 3 edges, you need more support than just this. Now, I ran one as a test to show you. This was run without any supports whatsoever in this orientation. And as you can see, it failed. Layer line here, it started breaking, and it failed by the time it hit there. Now let's take that into comparison with one I used supports on a raft for. Big difference. Very big difference. This completed no problem, and the amount of raft material used is that. That's the total amount, and it held the supports firm. This broke free in a second, and I am left with a very, very clean horn that needs next to no cleanup, because as we all know, prep work, sanding, and painting is where your prints shine. The finished result is what you want to be the perfect thing. But when we're talking about printing the part, you want this to be as close to perfect as possible, so your post-production work is nowhere near as much as it would be if you didn't take advantage of rafts, supports, and have a well dialed in machine. To show you right here, I have on the V3 another Loki horn printing, and this I'm using this same amount of raft material. Now what's interesting is this, something to point out, this amount of raft material and this failed print is about the same amount of material. So which one is the actual waste? This I can't do much with in the way of adding to any armor or cosplay. This I just have to snap the supports off of, and I can use this on at least 2 different joints. I'm going to leave this with that, and if you have any more comments or thoughts on rafts, I'd love to hear.